What's going on, you guys? Today I am driving a 997.1 911 Turbo. It's gonna be a good time. It is not stock. It has a 2.5-inch Klein exhaust system with fab speed, exhaust tips, black chrome. Great sounding car, not quite the GT3 sound, but it is a turbo, so you guys know what that means. Torque, and a lot of torque. This is one of those cars that is just a great all-around car, as you can see by the child seats in the back there. No, I do not have kids. Clearly, this is not my car. But that's the thing. You can have a 500-plus horsepower car and carry your kids around in the back and have the top down. That's why I love 911s, especially this 911, because you can have everything in life in one car. A sports car, a crazy straight line fast drag car, because it is all-wheel drive. Also, you can use it in the winter because of that. And as well, it's a GT car. It's super comfortable, cruising, got all your amenities, all your comforts, and it is, best of all, a 6-speed manual. This only revs to 6,500 RPM versus a GT3's 8,500 RPM. To pass someone, you do not have to downshift. You can keep it at 3,000 RPM and it will still suck you back in the seat. Oh yeah, there we go. 911s are great, not only because they look sick, but because they get the experience of driving just absolutely nailed. You've got the tack with the turbo logo right in the middle of the dashboard here. 3,500 RPM. You get a lot of torque, a lot of power. I mean, it still revs, but you definitely don't have quite the amount of usable revs as you would, let's say, in a GT3 car. But if you keep it right around kind of 4,000 RPM, there's a little bit of lag and you get this roar behind you, this absolute roar. The best part about a Cabriolet 911 is the sound echoing off these beautiful trees out here in the middle of nowhere, allegedly British Columbia, Canada. It does not get any better. Again, I'm generally not a fan of convertibles. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think when I'm driving them, I love them. The part I don't like about convertibles is how they look. And the same can definitely be said about a 911 cab. Okay, it's loud. It is loud. If you wanna get yourself into trouble, buy a 911 and then bring your kids along. Yeah, these people probably heard me from a mile away, let me assure you. So another thing that absolutely helps what I'm feeling power-wise is it's about 10 degrees Celsius outside right now. Yes, for you guys on the East Coast, that is not a cold fall. But for us on the West Coast, I mean, I am really cold. But the engine's loving it. The turbos are loving it, building a lot of boost. It being a 6-speed manual, this 997 Turbo definitely will hold a premium in value over the automatic. Like I said, the Tiptronics of this generation, especially the early ones, not that great. This is a 2008 car, so to have a manual really, in essence, makes this car a timeless sports car. It does also have a full Cobb tune on it. So, I mean, I don't know how much this car is making power-wise. If I had to guess, I would say it's right around 470, 480 at the wheels. Brakes feel astounding, I must say. Brakes feel very, very nice. So loud, so loud. It does not scream like a GT3. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times over. The GT3 cars in the 911 lineup sound the best. They're probably some of the best cars I've ever driven in terms of sound. It's an Autobahn car. This is what this 911 is. But also, as you guys can see, with the all-wheel drive especially, you can hammer out of a corner. There's traction control. Yeah, it's got some power. It definitely has over 500 horsepower. Yeah, yeah. Woo! Yeah, traction likes to kick in when you really start hammering out of a corner. And we also actually put out a video recently with a 4.2 liter twin turbo Audi R8. And it was not a manual, and I love you guys so much. I love our audience because you guys all commented down below and were like, oh, it's not a manual, how disappointing, that sucks, you want the manual. I agree, you guys, I agree. There's a time and place for an automatic, for PDK or something like that, but it's not in a 911. It is not in a 911. Rev matching is a pleasure, an absolute pleasure. So this clutch is actually a lot stiffer than it was stock. It's got a Sachs upgraded clutch as well. It has a BBI slave cylinder. So basically what that does is it also has the stock hydraulic clutch assist removed. So the feel is so much better. There's none of this, like, it's very authentic is what I'm trying to say. There's none of this BS assist going on when you're doing the clutch. So it is a lot heavier. By no means unmanageable on the street, but it feels very good. If you want to go fast, very, very fast. If you want to go the fastest in the 911, the 911 Turbo is the way to go, okay? There's no question about it. Now, as far as I know, Porsche does not make the 911 Turbo in a manual anymore. So this being one of the last ones, first of all, it's just more fun. A manual is more fun. And you do get a lot of enjoyment out of going fast with literally zero effort. Once you shift, there is a little bit of a delay before those turbos actually spool up, but it's a very quick spool up time. There's not a lot of time. You don't really hear the turbo spool up, to be honest. I mean, they're way back there. There's a bunch of sound editing and seats and stuff back there, but wow, the speed limit feels awkwardly slow now. That's what 911 turbos do. They make normal life feel like slow motion. They do. They honestly do. You slow back down to reality. You're like, wow, I was stressed out before. Reality is so calming. It's so zen out here, especially with the top down. This car really does warp time. I think if there's anyone out there who's driven a 911 Turbo, you know that it is very easy to make these cars not practical. You can go too far, just like the R35 GTR. You can go so far as to make it too laggy, too loud, too stiff, too low, etc., etc. Nathan has tastefully modded this car for its environment, okay? So you guys, this car belongs to a fella named Nathan, who has a website called autotempest.com. Now, he has been kind enough to give us the car for the day. We have it for the entire day, so we actually get to live with it and enjoy it and really get to see what this car is all about. Autotempest.com, you can actually search up and it will pull results from all of the top used car websites around North America or wherever you are in the world for that matter. Craigslist, eBay, Cars.com, AutoTrader, and it will compare the results for you all in one spot, and not only specific to your location. If you don't want it to, you can do nationwide or anything you want, right? To really compare and see when you're buying a car or even selling a car, what the specific car is worth. And I mean, when you're looking for something like this, a Cabriolet 6-speed manual 911 turbo, you want to know what you're getting. So Nathan's not sponsoring this video, but I thought we'd give him a shout out because he did give us the car for the entire day. He likes what we do over at Roads Untraveled, and I like what he's doing with Auto Tempest. I use the site, and if you like it, definitely tell a friend if they're looking for a car, and give it a share. It would really help them out over there, and it helps the show out as well. So what Nathan's actually done with this car is install a modification that basically enhances the adjustable damper. So it actually changes based on your speed, on your acceleration, condition, everything like that, and it will adjust each corner individually for firmness with the dampers. So when you're on the track or when you're on a rough road really pushing it, the car knows what's up second by second and will adjust accordingly, which is just awesome. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys got some enjoyment out of this 911 cab as much as I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit me up on Instagram at Roads Untraveled, subscribe, and look out for our next video. We're about to go film an FD RX-7 as well that looks insane. We'll see you guys next time.